So last week I went beach combing and I got myself some branches, took them to my chainsaw shop, and cut them all up. Even some of them, I got my die grinder and cleaned up the outside gray color. Today we're gonna carve a little silly Rob. Any of you that saw my Halloween challenge video of that wizard said he had some Rob friends at his town way on yonder, so I thought maybe I'll try and do a Dremel carving one. So why did I cut up so many little branches and so many little sticks? Because this is smaller stuff why am I bleeding? Damn it. I was playing with wood carving knives, that's why. But anyways, these are great to have these cut up. I'm just drawing. This is kind of like a mesh bag. I'll hang it on a door somewhere. There's a whole bunch in there. Let them dry, because it's better to carve dry wood with your Dremel than wet wood. This one, see, none of them have cracked yet either. This is bone dry, so I don't think this will crack. But you see this one here? It's already cracking. Here's one that I haven't carved yet. Just starting to crack. But this one that I cleaned up the outside, it's cracking. So then that way I'll know where the cracks are. Oh boy, this is a whole thing. So here's some of my whittling knives. This is the new one I got because I see Just Carve Rob got it, uses it, so I have to get it. It's a flex cut pelican knife. Where's the package? I haven't even used it yet. Flex cut carving tools and pelican knife. No, I don't know. I just thought it was a neat looking knife, so I bought it. I don't really use whittling knives too much, but sooner or later, one day I'm gonna be using these a lot more, because power carving causes lots of dust, and I've been fighting sinuses even when I'm chainsaw carving and I wear my dust mask all day. I deal with sinus issues, and it does not make me feel good. It wastes my whole body out. So here's my favorite knife. This is the Just Carve Rob knife that he made me. I love this knife. Robert Vreeland right here. I'm still waiting for another one. I need a block out knife or a rough out knife from him. And well, I need two knives from him. I need this one. I need a block out knife and a little detail knife from him. Yeah. So anyways, Just Carve Rob. There's a subliminal message for you. Jordy needs some more knives. Here's my strop I got. This is a Beavercraft one. I don't know what that there is. Oh yeah, it says Beavercraft on it. And that green stuff that you put on there to strap your knife, keep your knife sharp. This is some basswood I was whittling here the other night. This is kind of like a little Rob. It's a little bit tall, but you got to get the nose sticking out there. This is some basswood I was just whittling. I don't know, maybe I'll make it a chair. So this is stuff like it's good for Dremel carving and whittling stuff. So get yourself before it rains all the time in the winter and everything gets soaked. The rain's just going to make the outside of the wood soak, not the whole piece soaked. But go get it when it's dry and dry it out. And this stuff, all these pieces will last me a couple of years. Now, when I first started carving, I remember I found a big stick on the beach like this. I was like, holy wow, look at that wood. It must be from Asia. It's got pink color in it. But no, this is like, I think this is basswood. Not basswood, but what's it? It's got the hollow part in the middle. Birch, or it could be poplar or something, but yeah, the salt water makes that color go pink and purple like that. So anyways, today we're going to carve a little Rob. Why not? Who cares? Dremel carving. Little Rob coming up. Oh yeah, Rob, I also need one of those stropping wheels that you made for your drill. Yeah, I need one of those too. It's probably a lot quicker to strop your things, but then again, you got to put the thing in the drill. I don't know. Am I a professional stropper here? This is for all you that never done whittling, knife carving. This is how you keep your knife sharp. This is a piece of leather on here, and that's that green paste. Anyways, it's sharp. So, you know, I do not have much experience whittling at all. But I think that the best wood that I've whittled so far that is convenient available for everybody around the world is this basswood. Now this, let's do a couple. I'm not doing much knife carving here, but this basswood is. Now Rob says, I watched some Gene Messer when I'm thinking about knife carving. There's Doug Linkner too. There's lots of good knife carvers out there. But as long as when you do your cut, it's shiny, the wood's shiny, you know you got a sharp knife, I guess. So yeah, I whittled this one with this knife. I don't know. When I was whittling, I like to have it on my knee so you got more control. And definitely, like I know I'm not doing that much right now. So have your cut resistant gloves on. But so here's a piece of wood. This is the one we're going to carve today. Let's just, like, this is a lot. Even though this, okay, so this is the wood I got on the beach. Then this is the basswood. This is a lot lighter than the basswood that you got on, yeah, basswood that you got online. But it doesn't cut as easy as that basswood. So since I don't have my gloves on right now, my cut resistant gloves, I am not going to carve this much anymore with this knife. But I love this knife. This is my favorite knife, even though I don't know much about knives. This one I like the best. The one that Rob made me. I love it, Rob. Still, I do. There's 3 different branches. Here's another one. Yeah, so this one's a lot harder. See, Rob pushes his knife with his thumb. But, you know, I got my Fordhams, my Dremels here. I got my dust collector table here that sucks in all the dust. It's, like I said, one day, whittling creates a lot less dust than power carving. That's for sure. Let's put this away. Yep. All right, so I already got one rounded off here. I did whittling and I got some sandpaper and rounded it. But here's this one with the straight edge that I was just whittling there a bit. Now let's turn our fan on and just slowly, well, here's the thing. The Rob needs to have a nose. So let's just, where do we want to put our nose? We want to, see, I struggle with making my noses really round, like, really round, plump noses. My noses are always like kind of more square and down. What's going on with this lighting today? But you see how this is more like long? It's not really round. We want to give it like a gnome nose. So I think. See, this wood carves super easy. It's bone dry. It just doesn't cut that easy. And it's lighter than the basswood. So let's just carve this round part here. Then we can decide where we're going to place the nose. I got to turn my Dremel up and turn my fan on. I'm just going to spin the piece. And this is going to be helpful for pumpkins too, people doing small pumpkins. And just round it off till you see the top is finally round, like there's no flat spot on it. Yeah, I'm just spinning the piece and working towards the top. Okay, so this one was a lot harder wood. I think this is, I don't know, but it was really hard to knife carve. You can see the chips in it, so you might as well do a few at a time. Now this is really hard wood. But just keep spinning it and rounding it around. Some people are thinking, oh wow, watch. Some people are thinking, oh wow, Jordy, you're getting really close to your hand with that burr. Well, man, look, that's full blast. This burr's getting kind of dull. That's me hitting my hand. I'm not pushing that hard, I'm just tapping it. So don't wear gloves when you use these. If you're gonna wear a glove and use this burr, sorry, this is the Kutzall Extreme Flame burr. If you're going to wear a glove and use this burr, like a cloth glove, this burr will get caught in your glove when you're using the Dremel flex shaft, and you're going to break your inner flex shaft, all right? Or if you're using a die grinder wearing a cloth glove, this burr could hit your glove, and it could snap your finger. So I suggest getting yourself some thick, smooth leather gloves. Use those. Yeah, that's a really hard piece of wood. Back this one. So find yourself some soft wood. Another, excuse me. I don't know how well you can. This is, I don't know well how you guys could hear me when I had the microphone going, but this is super hard wood. I don't know. Do a spit test. I don't know what type of wood it is, but this is super soft wood. So, what was I saying? I don't know. So we still got our nose on there. So let's use a different burr here. Let's use this. Let's use this taper burr. For some reason, I feel like I got bad lighting today. What's going on here? This taper burr, we'll just go around here and cut on the outside of the nose. I gotta figure out this lighting. Okay, I think that's better. So let's just carve on the outside of this nose with the taper burr. I gotta put it in first. Keep this video running live, I guess. Now, you can use any burr you want. The more different burrs you have, the better. So let's cut on the outside of the nose. Let's try and make it round. Now these little Robs are basically just gnomes without hats. And remove the wood away from the nose. Yeah, I've already screwed it up. Well, I'm not screwing it up, but wow, this is super soft wood. Maybe even a little bit too soft. Now slope the nose out. And just round everything off again. Take the forehead back. Remove your cut marks beside the nose. And just take your time and shape it properly until you're happy. There you go. Now, I don't expect everybody to start carving little Robs. This is something that I'm going to be carving. But yeah, so there you can see the nose sticks off. You can carve deeper, get that nose to really pop off even more. See that? Oh, that's not round there. You want to make everything round. You know, this isn't a very dusty carving. I can see a cut line in there I got to get rid of. Kind of round that nose a bit. There you go. Now, I'm not the best at doing these little caricature things, but just carve Rob's a lot better than me at this stuff. But I don't know. That looks like a nose to me. Now, what do we want to use for our to make our little silly hairs? So there we got the nose established. I think this, as far as I can remember, the wizard's friend. Where's a pen? Where's a pencil? The wizard's friend had kind of shaggy bangs over his eyes. We're gonna end up painting this silly little thing. So let's go kind of lower here so we can, like I said, when I'm doing these little caricatures or whatever they're called, I always struggle to make the noses big and round and puffy. Just carve Rob's awesome at that. So here is a little. We get my. I'm running a Dremel 4000 with the Dremel flex shaft. Here's a little diamond burr. That's kind of pointy, not too sharp though. I don't like to use burrs that are too sharp at the point here because they always leave little marks in the wood. So I'm gonna try and. I don't know if this is the right burr. Okay, different wood, different burrs. Sometimes like I cleaned up this little one some more. Sometimes the like this basswood can be chippy, like where it breaks off where the grain runs. Now I don't know if this is chippy wood. I don't think it is because it feels like it's a little bit softer. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a deep undercut underneath this line here. Now this might not be the right burr for this wood. If it's not, I'm going to switch to one of these cheap Chinese burrs. I have to put my hand behind it because you don't see it when I do this. When you put your hand behind it, you see the bit. Okay? So let's try this. Now you have to remove some of the wood and you have to carry the nose back up. See? These when you watch people like Just Carve Rob and Gene Messer, who's it? But Doug Linkner. Lots of people. Doug Link. I don't know if it's Linkner or Link. Yeah, it's Linkner. They're not as easy as they are when they're carving them. They're not. They don't look as. They're not as easy as they make them look. That's what I'm trying to friggin' say. I think when you're doing little stuff like this is when you want to take your time and have fun, really. Always have fun doing it, but anybody can do this. It's how small it is. It's the size of my finger. But they're not as easy as they look. That's just my opinion. To try and get those big, round, puffy noses. Just Carve Rob, you should make a video of how to make your nose big, round, and puffy. You see mine's kind of longer here? You make those big, round, like it almost looks like you got a round bowl and a little round wooden thing and glued it on there. I guess I cut this nose shorter, but whatever. Now, to do the little silly hair, there's so many different ways you can do it. So many different ways. You could pull out your wood burner. I know Just Carve Rob would do that with his wood burner. But I'm going to, where's my, I had it friggin' set up here. Stand by. There it is. Now, this is an aluminum cutting burr. Oh, that one's, oh, no. This is an aluminum cutting burr. Now, you see it's got a cutter on the very end of it. It's called a cylinder burr. You get sets of 10 of these for like $15 on Amazon. Now, I'm going to use this burr like I do wood spirit hairs. You can do animal textures with this. And I'm just going to go along and use this bit on edge like this on the corner of this burr and just do a bunch of little cuts all the way around. Now with this bit, you're not going to be able to get underneath these shaggy eyes, right? It doesn't fit under there. So that's when I'll pull out this cheap Chinese cutting burr and go underneath there, because you can see it gets underneath there and then bring out from under, right? Anyways, let's get that burr on there and start cutting in the fur. All right, so there's the burr. Let's try and do these shaggy eyes. See what I did as I ran there, spun it, and tried to make it all match in the middle. See, I got all my deep cuts, and then now I'm going to go along and just kind of, you see here, here's a big piece. Just put a little cut in there. Okay, so here's that cheap aluminum cutter. You can buy these on Temu, Amazon, eBay. Let's go underneath those eyes. Look at this silly little guy. Okay, I got another one cut, another one done here. I'm going to try and do the hairs just with this. You know, so you can see how the eyes there are, well, it's shaggy. It overhangs because you got that cut in there. But if you want to have it shaggy down here too, you just have to do an undercut. Turn this fan on. For the undercut. Okay, so that's with the the aluminum cutting burr, and this is with the other one. We got some undercuts in here. Now, I got this sanding mandrel with cloth back sandpaper. I'm going to put this on and just quickly clean them up. One. This is the one I did with the undercuts. I wish I did this one a little bit higher to the mouth because that could act like he had a lip, like right where my thumb is. There's the first little Rob. Little furry Rob. Oops. Here's the second little furry Rob. I did them all different kind of styles. This one doesn't have the bangs. Here's the mini little basswood one. Let's move these over here a little bit more. Furry little Robs. Some people might call them useless art, but they come from the land yonder. This one I need to I painted it. Yeah, the Robs are green and red, by the way. That's what the wizard said on the challenge video. There's some little Robs. have fun. This is the wizard's creation. They're silly. Like like I said, useless art, like Ben on Studio on the Lake would once say. Useless art. And I even carved a little chair that I'll use sooner or later on maybe a Christmas challenge video or something. This is basswood too. Have fun, everybody. Carve little Robs. They're furry little happy characters. And I don't know what else to say besides over here. This is a piece of western red cedar off that big, huge slab I got leaning against the tree. Now, if you look at this line right up there, I'm going to make it look like there's a wood spirit, half wood spirit face inside there like I did before. Yep. So that's what I'm going to do next. All this wood right here. Stop zooming in. All this will be natural, and this will all be carved in here. Yep, that's it. Have fun, carve. Make some little friggin' silly just carve Rob. Not just carve Rob, I mean silly little fluffy Robs. I'll be trying my very hardest on this one. Absolutely.